ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson going to come out throwing. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos at 9-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once more, here's Eckler. And down to the 41. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Herbert now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bang out. Check.
Throwing is Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Pollard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here. The kick by Bass is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Herbert off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Parks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. It's Eckler again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Parks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run with Pollard. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. now it's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Pollard again. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Parks. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jerry Jeudy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Good job right there. 14. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.